back. We're back. It's been 30 minutes. Actually, they're playing our music. I don't know. They got copyright on that. I'm just gonna... When the door's closed, it's quiet enough. But that means the pets have to decide if they... Thank you for putting your foot on my chair. That means the pets have to decide if they want to be in or out. Are you in, princess?
They're fine, it's fine.
Alright. Let's just get right back into the game, because we got a lot to work with.
Oh, God.
Mr. Wright, so... what's going on with the case anyway?
Are you back out there?
I'm a little confused.
Yeah, well, let's see. What is going on? The victim, Detective Bruce Goodwin, was stabbed to death after 5 p.m. on the 21st.
Princess is on my shelf.
He died in the prosecutor's parking lot and the police department's evidence room.
What's this and the evidence room part? The prosecutor's office and the police department are 30 minutes apart by car.
Well,
What if you took a plane?
what we're going to find out. Or try to, at least.
She's this dinky girly.
Alright, let's do it.
Glad she's in good spirits. I'm not sure she's gonna be much help with this.
Don't be so sure, Mr.
I
Wright.
tied my tie wrong again. Huh?
Look, we're in this together, right?
Right?
I'll prove that these thick-rimmed glasses of mine aren't just for show. Let's go! Science awaits us!
February 23rd. Prosecutor's office underground parking lot. This Tracy on that.
You know, I don't really think we should worry about the police department murder. There wasn't even a body found there. Who cares?
Yeah, it was only our victim who was killed in their evidence room. No biggie.
Besides, my sister would never do such a thing. I know it.
God, it's wrong.
That oil drum. Was it empty? The oil drum kicked over by the chief prosecutor was brimming with
I
water.
bet I did it right this time.
My sister, erasing evidence of the crime scene? Never!
Even though she says they don't get along, Emma really likes her sister.
That's not it at all.
What?
It's just,
I
we're
thought
both
that.
professionals at what we do, and I trust her.
Big words for a high school student. Well, whether there was blood on the floor or not, the water in that oil drum washed it all away.
Ignore the strength of my science at your own peril, Mr. Wright.
What's that grin for?
This situation calls for one thing, and that is luminol testing fluid.
Luminol?
Blood is sticky stuff, you know? You can't just wash it away with a little water. Even if you can't see it, it's still there.
But wouldn't the police have already done those tests?
Never trust anyone's eyes but your own, Mr. Wright. Just give it a try.
Me? Why do I have to do it?
I'm a minor. I can't even drink yet.
We're testing bloodstains with this stuff, not drinking it.
Here, look. I'll lend you these glasses.
Okay. You had an extra pair of those things?
Yeah. There's definitely still, I'm wearing them. To test for a blood reaction, just spray the luminol on it.
Okay.
Like this, see? Press enter to spray it on. Okay, let's find us some blood stains.
I assume you can also just click.
See something.
Princess, get out of my laundry basket! You know you're not supposed to be in there! Get here! Wait, no, Batman! Don't fuck with her! She has claws that are sharp and she can get you.
I can see your eyes shining behind those glasses. So, is this a blood stain? It's gone.
So...
Don't look if you can't handle it. Take these. Let me put them on. I have 2 now. You're shaking.
It's just... this is my first time seeing real blood.
Ever? Scientific investigation in action.
Okay, well, we definitely know that this is a blood stain. But doesn't something strike you as odd? Scientifically speaking, of course.
What's odd about this? The amount of blood?
Died of blood loss.
The perpetrator and Detective Goodman fought here, right?
You want to go out? Okay. No, Pip, you're every time they scratch on the door, and then I'm like, you want to go out? They're like, oh, you're here. I'm gonna go over with you.
Don't you think there'd be a little more blood?
I definitely think so.
I guess it's a good thing
I
there's
mean-
not if you're scared of it, though.
Look at all the blood on the sole of the victim's shoe.
It is pretty strange. If they fought here, there'd have to have been more blood than this.
Hey, Mr. Wright. I'm gonna mark up the floor plans when we find a blood stain, okay?
Okay.
Got my red crayon. I'm gonna go. See, I'm pretty handy to have around, right?
Yeah, and this stuff's pretty handy too.
Yeah, I saved up my allowance to buy that.
Luminol testing fluid received from one very proud-looking Emma Skye.
We can't be sure that the police will reveal all their evidence in court. Sometimes they fail to mention evidence that doesn't fit with their view of the case.
Yeah, yes, that's bad. Let's drag that hidden evidence out into the light of day. Sorry, I can't read today.
It feels like we're really investigating a crime now, doesn't it?
I dropped them. Guess I should give this spray on anything that's suspicious. I'm trying my best.
Huh?
Ha! I wonder how that fluid of yours would react to a nice deli box.
Oh, God.
Miss Starr! You only trust your own eyes, Not bad, you two. This day-old deli box is on the house.
Damn. Sorry, it's just that that kind of lead-in doesn't really get my mouth watering. For whatever.
Day-old seafood. I don't know about that.
Here, have your glasses back. Just don't look at the blood.
Thank you.
Oh, I have to click on it.
You certainly put me in a tight spot today.
My apologies, Miss Starr. You put me in a tight spot too.
No, it's okay. It was my fault.
Yeah.
Oh, we know. I witnessed everything from that security room right there. But I was afraid that wouldn't sound convincing enough, you see. I was wrong to think that. I'm sorry. Sorry? You lied on the witness stand. That's unforgivable. If I found out that Mr. Wright had lied on the witness stand, we wouldn't talk anymore. Little girl.
It's not that.
Don't forget what's important here. Even if the place I witnessed the events from was different, I still saw what I saw. I saw Chief Prosecutor Skye stab a man in cold blood, and that testimony still stands. I swear it on my honor as a detective. She stabbed Goodman.
I know this photograph has something important to tell us, but what?
So, you were a detective, weren't you, Miss Starr? Yes. It was a long time ago. Well, 2 years ago. No matter how hardened the criminal, when they faced me, they coughed it up.
Coughed it up.
They confessed. They babbled like babies. You know, I may seem like a demon sometimes, but I can be an angel too.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Every day I drag the dirt out of the mouths of suspect after suspect. And before long, they called me the cough-up queen. Oh, and here I thought someone had gotten food poisoning from your lunches.
And you were let go or fired?
I felt that I had found my dream job when I became an investigator. And if these prim and proper prosecutors hadn't let me go, I'd still be one today. It's all because of that case. The SL9 incident.
SL9? Wait, she doesn't mean... Oh, let's show it to her.
SL9?
What do you think about this? The SL9 incident. It's written on that knife. And on that note, Goodman. Goodman was the head detective on that case, you know. Really? That knife was evidence from that case. The murder weapon. It was due for transferal the very day that Goodman was killed. As I suspected, SL9 isn't over. Not yet.
Do you think you could tell us more about the SL9 incident?
Alright. What? Knife? You want to tell us about the SL9 incident? You want to tell us more?
No?
You want to tell us more?
Do we have to show her something else first? Her picture.
If you think about it, I could have taken that picture from the guard room. But even I get flustered sometimes.
So you went straight to the scene of the crime?
I rushed toward the chain link fence in an effort to stop the murder. That's when I took this photo, yes. In other words, 5 minutes after the crime? Those 5 minutes are the whole problem. The hole in my testimony, as it were. The 5 minutes weren't the problem, Miss Starr. You lying was the problem. Listen, little girl. I've had my testimony disregarded before, and I wasn't going to have it disregarded again. Just like that time. That time? This was the SL9 incident? Yay! That incident really opened up my eyes to the truth. We're nothing to them. Disposable. Disposable? To who? 2 years ago. It was the biggest case I'd ever handled. The police and the prosecutors were desperate for decisive evidence. So, they didn't solve it? On the contrary, it was solved quite cleanly. The criminal was caught and executed.
Executed?
Yes, the criminal got what was coming to him. It doesn't get any cleaner than that. The only problem was they never did find decisive evidence. Not a shred.
That's pretty bad, yep. But the criminal was executed, right?
On the basis of evidence of a sort. Made up evidence.
That's bad.
What? You mean they executed someone with fabricated evidence? The best part came several months after the trial. Every detective involved with the case was dealt with. Some were demoted to patrolmen, others found themselves out of a job. And you were one of those? Myself and one other person you know well.
Wait, could it be?
Exactly. Detective Jake Marshall.
I don't know him that well.
Oops, I mean, Police Department Security Detail Officer Jake Marshall. As professional detectives, we investigated that case from every angle. Jake was particularly determined. And then, it was over. And he was demoted. However, he hasn't forgotten, and neither have I.
You haven't forgotten SL9?
There was another side to that case. A hidden side. That's what we're after now. And no one up in their fancy offices can stop us.
Wait! Those lunches you sell.
There is only one reason I come to sell lunches in this accursed office. I come here to meet old friends. Boyfriends that can help me investigate.
Miss Starr's old boyfriends. How many does she have, anyway? Just when all the detectives on SL9 have disappeared, we find new evidence.
There has to be a connection! So, Rookie.
What?
It seems like you're serious about investigating this case.
Yes?
Then you should take this.
It looks good. Does it Salisbury steak lunch?
I know a certain guy who might help you if you tempt him with this treat.
Alright, it's not for me.
No.
That's
fine. Miss Starr? Officer Marshall, is here, are you his... Are you going out? Why do you want to know? I was just wondering what happened to him. A long time ago, when he was helping my sister do cases, he was so nice. He got along so well with my sister, it made me jealous. And he was nice to me too, back then.
Must have been when Officer Marshall was a detective.
But now, he's so cold. Jake and I are merely cooperating on this investigation. We're putting the past to rest, as it were. Nothing more than that. I see. Thank you.
Officer Jake Marshall. Oh, I'm getting tired already.
You always get tired so quickly when
I
you
know,
do this.
it's...
And I'm the one doing most of the voices. It's fine. February 23rd, Police Department entrance.
It's even busier here than it was yesterday.
The detectives are running around so fast they're blurring.
I suppose it makes sense, a detective to get killed here after all.
So, the evidence room, the scene of the crime. According to the pamphlet we got from the front desk, here it is.
She's like a kid in an amusement park.
Oh, a real crime scene. Let's go take a look. February 23rd. Police station, apartment, criminal department. It's their apartment.
Wow, everyone looks deadly serious here.
Well, there was a vicious murder of a detective down at the police department.
Yes, but the same detective was also killed in the same time in the prosecutor's lot.
It makes my head hurt.
Well, first things first. Let's go check out the police department crime scene.
Yes, you sound dead set on investigating.
Okay.
But don't mess up or we could wind up dead.
Not us, your sister. Doubt anyone wants more mysteries or dead bodies around here right now. But it doesn't look like anyone's going to help us much either. So I guess we should leave. Okay. This is the police mascot, is it?
The Blue Badger, the future star of the police force.
The design's a little changed from the one outside.
Ah, well, the dancing Blue Badger theme is still under development, you see.
You have it trademarked?
Absolutely, it's cutting edge stuff. Very now. I showed this dolly off to my daughter, and she burst into tears.
Don't show her the moving mock-up outside, then you'll give her nightmares.
Oh, baby needs to go out. Oh, my sweet boy. My sweet boy, he did a little quiver with his little lip. He went.
Alright, we just gotta look at the Blue Badger, because he's very important.
Police department, police department, police department, police department, guard station, guard station.
February 23rd, evidence room entrance, guard station.
What's with the decor in this place? It's very eccentric.
It doesn't remind me of how many times they say the word exotic in Turnabout Serenade. It's like, okay, calm down.
That's Japanese on those bottles up there.
According to the pamphlet, this is the guard station for the evidence room.
So beyond that door is the evidence room. The scene of the crime?
Those aren't Japanese characters, they're tumbleweeds. He's from the Wild West, not Japan.
Okay, Emma, they do not look like tumbleweeds.
From a distance, they maybe do.
No.
It sure seems that way. Oh.
What's wrong?
It's those cacti. They're so prickly, so imposing. It's hard to think straight.
If you can't handle the cacti, stay out of the desert. What I want to know is, if this is a guard station, where's the guard?
I have a feeling I know who he is already.
So we can't get anywhere. I guess we could look at some stuff.
Okay, look at the door. And you beyond that door.
Let's just walk in. It won't open.
You thought it'd be open? I think we need someone's permission to go in there first. Okay.
Texas.
Texas.
February 23rd. Police Department entrance.
This place is charged with frantic energy, as always.
Please.
Huh? Wasn't that...
Oh, on steak lunch, please! Oh, it's you. Detective Gumshoe. Here, you do this. Now's no time for chit-chat, pal. I'm a busy man. What I really need is a steak lunch from Lunchland.
Oh, you mean one of these? Actually, it's not for sale.
I think I just heard the sound of his heart breaking.
We gotta give it to him.
Now's no time for despair. We've got our criminal. Now we just need evidence. A criminal? You mean... You heard about the stabbing in the police department evidence room, right, pal? On the same day that a detective was killed... Oh, I need water. Here, you do the flashback.
On the same day that a detective was killed in the prosecutor's parking lot,
I don't know what I'm doing.
another detective was killed at the police department.
And the perpetrator. Do you have a suspect? Well, there was a suspect. Just arrest him, in fact. The flashback's over, Mari. I don't know what to do. It's the biggest scandal to hit the station in ages. Everything's topsy-turvy.
But Detective Gumshoe, who was it? Listen, pal, all I know is I need me a steak lunch pronto. Standing around here is talking isn't gonna fill my belly.
Wait, don't leave.
You wanna know more? Head down to the detention center, pal. Questioning should be over, so I figure he's down there having a good cry. Later.
Later, skater. He ran off to the evidence room.
Well, this investigation is off to a running start.
I guess go to the detention.
Still, I do feel better about things. A little. I mean, they caught the person who stabbed Detective Goodman, didn't they?
Yeah, I guess they did. Best not go too far down that road right now. Things will just get confusing.
What was that?
Sir, that's what I'm saying! Me, a perpetrator! I need his face. I'd say I was the perpetrator again, sir! That's what I'd say! I'm doing gumshoe instead. But like weird. Hey, greetings, sir!
Wait, I know who you are!
Excuse me, what is Mr. Edgeworth anywhere on the premises? I'm here, sir. The request of the chief, sir. I got your report, sir.
That's why I remember this line so well. They do it in flashbacks.
Officer Meekins, so you're a guard here down at the detention center?
No, sir. I'm not, sir. I'm a little lost patrolman, like a little lost lamb, sir. I'm sorry. This is Apollo. I had no other option, so I pulled my gun on them.
Oh, I get it. You're here to deliver a report?
No, sir. How should I say this? Wait, he isn't. Is he? You, Officer Meekins, you didn't. Did you? Perpetrator Officer Meekins reporting, sir!
What?
No, this is an unexpected turn of events. This is gonna hurt my voice. Sir, I'm a patrolman with General Affairs, sir! No, I'm good.
Ow, I can hear you fine, Officer Meekins.
I had some business that day, sir. Well, I went to the evidence room, sir. The guard station in front of the room was empty, sir.
So normally there's a guard at the evidence room?
That's right, sir. Because evidence is kept in the evidence room, sir. Now, the security officer was none other than Officer Marshall.
Marsh?
When, sir, I happened to glance at the security room monitor. That's when I saw him, sir. A suspicious person in the evidence room. A suspicious person, sir. A suspicious person. Ah!
What the heck is this guy doing?
Oh, my job, sir.
So what happened then?
much for American freedom.
How long were you out? Days?
Might I ask, what happened to your hand?
Sir, there was no one to bandage me, sir. So I did what I could to wrap it up, sir. A bandage on his hand. Just like Miss Sky.
They must have been holding hands, and their hands, they both hit
No.
a razor blade
No.
of maybe like a saw.
No. Emma. What?
Yet another similarity between this case and the one at the prosecutor's office.
First things first. Tell us how you hurt your hand. About your hand. Did that happen during the course of the crime? Well, you see, sir,
Don't you think you could just confess? You should just confess.
There was nothing I could do. Nothing you could do? Sir, to tell the truth, sir, when it happened, when the detective pointed his knife at me, I just hollered, sir. And the next thing I knew, I was unconscious. Next thing you knew, you were, huh? Then, when I opened my eyes, I was alone in the evidence room, sir. All alone. Alone because Detective Goodman had disappeared.
What?
And when I looked down, I was gushing blood from my hand, sir. Oh, the shock, oh, the sorrow, sir. Can you imagine how I felt? The victim's body disappeared?
That's some story.
I don't mean to pry, but you are the perpetrator, correct? You killed Detective Bruce Goodman in the evidence room, right? Sir, please don't look at me with those sad puppy dog eyes, sir! You have to label me as a perpetrator or a victim, sir! Label me as a victim! I would, but you happen to be in detention and alive as well as that. Oh, yes! Well, that's true, sir. I suppose you could say that. Did you know the victim, Detective Goodman? I'm not Detective Goodman, sir. I had to label him a stranger or a total stranger. And I'd say he lays heavily on the total stranger side. So you didn't know him. Sir, I work in a tiny department, devoid of light or other creature comforts. I don't know any detectives. I don't even have a hamster wheel.
What?
Creature comfort.
Okay.
So, if he was a total stranger, why did you stab him?
Sir, I had no intention of killing him, sir. None. Nor do I have any recollection of killing him, sir. At least someone around here is more confused than I am.
Is there anything we can present to him?
Salesman today.
Does he have 4 already? Because that usually
He has
is their
3.
done. Okay. Officer Meekins, this is for you. I'm scared of knives, sir. It's okay, I just wanted you to take a look at it. That's it, sir. Last night, sir. That's the one. I was an apple, sir, in my dreams, sir. And I was being killed. Peeled.
On second thought, you don't have to look at the knife.
It was etched for its ugly purple knife, sir. He's overreacting to the knife, but I guess he's been through a lot.
What about Edward's ugly knife?
That's the one, sir.
One knife noon. Parking stove. There's a store.
Maybe we should go somewhere else.
Yeah. We're not. Are we defending him?
Officer Meekins, have a look at this. I will defend you too. Go ahead, sir. Laugh. Laugh at me, sir. What? I know what you want to say. You're gonna tell me how she has one just like it.
Me? Why would I?
I know, sir. I know. I'm the only one without a girl with matching badges. What? Nowhere. I'm alone. All alone. That's so wrong. Life isn't all about high school sweethearts and youthful romance, sir. Is he talking about those badges on her coat? I'd like to think there's a difference between my badge and a fashion accessory. Oh. Give him the ID card.
Yeah, I was thinking about that, but I don't know what
I don't think he'll react to it.
He might be like, "Oh, it's Goodman."
Do you think you could take a look at this?
Hey! That's it, sir! That's it! That's it!
That's what? Oh, yeah!
My head was a blank until this very moment. But sir, now I remember. I remember, sir!
I remember too!
You mean you remember what happened? Correct! That card! The card was the cause of it all!
This ID card?
Exactly, sir! That's exactly it! Nothing could be more exact, sir! Nothing! You better pry into this one a little bit.
Okay.
But don't. You tell me what it is you do, remember?
I can't dance it, I have to use the mouse.
Well, sir, you might say I'm a little lost patrolman. A lost little lamb, if you will. I didn't know Mr. Detective Goodman was in the evidence room. And that's why you thought he looked suspicious. Sir, I entered the evidence room and asked the man to show me his ID card.
Well, that sounds pretty much by the book so far.
That's right, sir. That's what I've been trying to tell you. So you asked Detective Goodman to show his ID card. What did he do? That's the thing. Suddenly he pointed a knife at me.
What? What?
Sir, I assure you I was as flustered as you are right now. So I whooped and leapt at him. Detective Goodman pointed a knife at him. Do unto others before they do unto you. My own father's words, sir. He was a hexagon man.
He was a what?
He was a hexagon.
Oh, a hexagon man.
But more so than I was.
What happened
He
then?
was a hexagon. Well,
My mother was normal and my father was a hexagon. I got a mix of both genes.
my eyes, sir. They're hexagon. Everything was white.
Absolutely
When I awoke,
not hexagon.
sorry, that my father's were hexagons. When I awoke, I was here.
Right.
Every part of his body was a hexagon.
So, what was the differentiation between what was, different parts of his body? Was it every atom?
No.
That's not very scientific. So, Officer
What?
Meekin, why was it that they arrested you?
You're not very scientific.
Oh, fuck you! We're gonna fucking fight right here.
What do you mean, Emma? Okay, what the fuck are you talking
Let's look
about?
at what we know. Now, Officer Meekins didn't know Detective Goodman, and the victim, who we met at the scene of the crime, didn't show his ID card.
In other words, we have no way of knowing if the victim was really the victim.
And if this body just disappeared from the evidence room, we don't even know if anyone actually died.
That's it, sir. That's what I wanted to say. I did say something along those lines.
Huh? But you still ended up here?
They told me that it had to be him, sir. On that day, at that time. Detective Goodman was definitely in the evidence room. That's what they said. But you don't remember the events clearly? No, but the videotape is quite clear.
Huh? Videotape?
From the security camera. The crime, my crime, the crime I swore to stamp out. It's there. It's me on the tape.
And you waited until now to tell us this?
I'm sorry, really sorry, sir. I'll hand over my badge. I don't deserve it. No thanks. I have my own. I guess we'd better go check out the crime scene. My badge is also a hexagon.
I don't know why I was confused. I can check. We're streaming. I know we're streaming. I have it right here. What? Well, what did he say to do?
Crime scene.
Okay.
Hey, Mr. Wright, look who's standing at the Chief of Detectives' desk.
It's Dan.
And you're sure this is all, You know what it means if there's anything missing.
Sir, I'm sure it's most likely totally perfect. We checked all of his drawers, lockers, garbage cans, bags, and coat pockets, hats. Under his seat cushion, behind his computer monitor, inside his personal coffee machine.
I see. Well, if anything does turn up, you call me right away. Deal?
Yes, sir. Oh, we'll scour the place again, sir. The chief of detectives looks a little flustered.
Righto, my boy! How you been? Swim much?
What? Oh,
much?
Chief Gant! Reporting for duty, sir.
Why are you saluting him, Mr. Wright?
It's downright odd, I tell you. The detective getting killed on their turf, too, I mean.
They're being prosecutors, I assume?
Scientifically speaking, it's impossible.
Yes, but that's what the evidence is saying. Goodman was stabbed in 2 locations at the same time. That's what it says.
What evidence is this?
Now, Righto, I can't give away all our secrets just like that.
Fine, I'll defend Meekins and then you can tell me.
And this in particular, well, it's a little sensitive, and I can't talk about it.
I wasn't expecting much anyway.
You know, one thing I hate most of all is hiding stuff. Secrets, ugh, can't stand them. But you know, it's a full-time job just keeping the chief of detectives trap shut.
Ah, he was the one you were picking on earlier?
Huh? You saw that? Whoops.
I wonder what it was that he wanted the chief of detectives to do.
Let's see if we can kind of discreetly ask him.
Is Edgeworth gonna be okay?
Oh, Worthy? Oh, you know, they're doing a little inquiry committee with him.
Sounds like an inquisition.
That's a different thing, I think.
Yep, well, they've had no end of trouble with the boy since last year.
You mean the incident on Gourd Lake?
It doesn't look good having a top prosecutor sit in the defendant's seat, does it?
But he was
And you got someone else found guilty in that case, right, Righto?
I did! It was a different prosecutor.
A legend he was, undefeated in his 40-year career. But in court, you fixed it so he was caught for forging evidence.
What? I didn't do anything wrong. He did forge evidence. Also, that was not the least of his crimes.
In any case, the prosecutor's office is in a bit of turmoil, you might say. Why, they do just about anything to restore their reputation. Now, depending on what that inquiry committee decides, it could be bad for Worthy.
What?
How do we ask him what he was talking about? Do you want to talk about SL9?
I was wondering, could you take a look at this?
Oh, sorry, Righto. I'm through with that stuff. Through, I say. Go find that guy you can't seem to still out there. The busy one.
The guy who can't sit still. Does he mean Detective Gumshoe?
Either him or the dancing blue badger.
Are you the king of
I'm the king of the police. I was wondering, could you take a look at this? Okay, I guess we show stuff to Gumshoe.
Yeah.
No? Where is he? Okay, maybe we do need to show stuff to Gant.
Yeah, Gant, why are you always so difficult?
What does he want? The ID card?
I just showed him the
okay.
ID card.
The knife. Not that one, the other one. The steak!
We can't give him the steak, that's for Marshall!
Oh, she'll give us another one. This is not- he's not gonna care about that. Okay, what about the knife? This one.
Okay.
Oh, really? Well, let's
Where is Gumshoe?
Maybe we have to go back to Meekins.
We already talked to him about everything, right?
Well, maybe now that we've talked to Gant, we can talk to him more.
He's It's got
Oh,
4
okay,
of
yeah.
them. Gumshoe here. Talk to Edward?
Okay.
Oh. I lost my British voice. I can't do it. My
Good.
bad British
Good.
voice.
I'm free. February 23rd, High Prosecutor's Office, room 1202. I have...
You office room 1202.
No, I've regained control of my life.
Well, this place is as classy today as it was yesterday.
I'm sure it'll still be just as classy tomorrow, Emma. Unless it gets fucking blown up or something. Incidentally, Edward's not here.
I hope it wouldn't get blown up. I'm sure he's off doing important investigations.
I hope that's what he's doing. I guess we'll have to come back. Okay, good. That was another.
Or he's like doing something other that's cool.
Oh, that can't be.
What if can we?
We can't present anything.
Bring
Oh,
them
I
all.
don't think. Oh, there's blood. There's
Is
blood.
there blood anywhere else?
I think there's probably only one blood stain everywhere in each of those rooms that isn't important.
What? It looks like some blood has dripped down here. Judging by the
amount,
Oh,
I guess my guess is it's from a nosebleed.
that was my guess too. A nosebleed, Maybe in his wrath, Mr. Edward slapped someone for their incompetence.
Why does Detective Gumshoe's face come? He would not do that.
Not abuse Gumshoe.
And
I
that's
think he just
Edward's
has
nosebleed.
he just has nosebleeds because he's a silly little guy. Because he's really cool.
Go
I
to.
want to make sure there's no blood on the blue badge.
Oh, yeah, we should make sure. Okay.
This baton used to be white. Yeah.
Well, what is it, Mr. Gant? Chief Gant. Egg. Where
My
is
God.
I think Gumshoe's in the place that's behind the guard station.
We can't get in the guard station.
Oops.
Should we go back to the office or something?
Encased in a cold, rigid shell, with spines pointing in every direction, just like her.
Oh, I'm not so sure I see the resemblance.
It's more an attitude thing than a physical similarity.
Sure, okay. Let's go home.
Okay.
We already went back home.
No, we didn't. Okay. Alright.
What are we doing?
What? Help.
How could one man be killed in 2 places simultaneously? Should go to the police department, the evidence room. That being very useful.
Underground burger. Is there anything else we can go from here? Anywhere else?
We can go to the High Prosecutor's office, the police department entrance.
Right, I guess. Huh.
I think we gotta talk to Gant.
Talk. Press talk, just to see if he has anything new. Nope.
Is there anything we can present?
I guess just, you know what? Present everything. Parking stuff.
I don't think he's gonna talk about it.
Yeah. It's so weird. Oh, do we have to talk to the chief of detectives or something? Examine him. They're able to see that.
What exactly did the chief of police want you to do?
Well, see over there? That's Goodwin's desk.
Okay.
He wanted me to check it for anything that might be a clue. I took away every last piece of garbage in the trash can.
So nothing belonging to Detective Goodman is still here?
Of course not. Well, except for this.
Oh shit! What, you kept something?
Sure, why not? It was not important. He didn't even finish writing it. It's a lost item report, but it's only half complete.
A lost item? Did Detective Goodman lose something?
Why did you keep it? If it's not important at all, why did you want
I
this?
want a souvenir.
The date is February 21st.
Okay.
I should really get back to him.
Okay. You wanna look at this?
Could you take a look at this?
No. Fuck you.
Well,
Okay.
maybe Gumshoe's there.
Yeah.
Maybe Edgeworth's at his... No?
Who would look at this lost item report? Well, what do you think?
I've noticed that defense attorneys have a tendency to want to show people things.
What's this, a behavioral study of lawyers?
Yes. I'm keeping it, writing it down in my little thing. Collecting data. He said go on the.
Do we have to, like, look at Edgeworth's desk or something?
Have I been missing that this whole time?
Okay.
What if we try to steal his tea? Will he sense it and come get us?
I'll try to kick it over myself.
That's okay. Don't cry. She must be fucking strong. Slide?
Oh, she is. She's a predator. She's a predator.
She's the predator.
She's the predator from the movie.
It's about as red as a sports car can get.
It's pretty red, alright. The body was found in Edgeworth's car trunk. And the lock on the trunk was broken, too. So the question is, why did this guy choose his car?
So what model car is
Sorry,
it?
chose his car. I think it was called a sedan or a coupe, something like that.
Those are car types, Mr. Wright, not models. You're a guy, aren't you, Mr. Wright? You're supposed to know these
I
things.
don't even have a fucking car. Maybe it was about time I got my driver's license.
So then people will think I'm a real boy. Hell. Angel, hell. Yeah, look at this. You said you wanted hot tea. What about this?
Maybe Nickens has something else that he wants to see? You take a look at this?
Maybe you should ask Mr. Edgeworth.
Did we show him the knife?
Yeah, he was like, I'm being
Oh,
peeled.
yeah.
Batman, what do you think?
He wants-
You want in? Can you help? Come in if you want in. I opened the door.
Oh, okay.
What?
I don't know what triggered that, but...
Can't, you sneaky boy.
Actually, I was wondering if I could ask you a favor?
Well, I never thought the day would come when Rido asked me for help. Oh,
I
wow.
was wondering if we could investigate the evidence room.
Now, Rido.
Actually, I'm sorry, I don't need to investigate after all.
Rido, please, do I look like a selfish man?
Huh?
Heck, if anyone asked me, sir, can I borrow $50? I'd give them $50, no problem. So go ahead, investigate that room to your heart's content, knock yourself out.
It just goes to show, you never know until you ask.
And for you, here, you can borrow this.
Hey, this is a detective's ID card, isn't it?
That's a special card for guests, so don't lose it.
Yes, sir. It's an honor.
You just run along and do your best. Now, later, folks. I'll be not here all night.
It looks pretty cool on my lapel, doesn't it? Just think, a real ID.
You seem happy.
Yes, sir! Because, sir, we get to go to the evidence room now, sir!
I think this place is a bad influence on the girl.
Sir. Wait.
We have to investigate it. The evidence room is beyond that door.
Call me, sir. And we have the ID card from Chief Gant. Oh, let's just log in! It won't open.
The card reader is turned off, see?
Oh, what is that security guard thinking?
Howdy, partners. Well, what's made my Bambina's sky so gray?
The Officer Marshall. Why does it have to be him?
So why does it have to be him look for? As you may have surmised, this here's my saloon.
We're here to investigate the crime scene.
Yeah, that card you got there on your chest. That's better than a sheriff's badge in these parts.
Yeehaw?
Well, what you standing there for? Get along, little dogies. The crime scene's awaiting.
Looks like the card reader's on again. While we're here, I was wondering if we could ask you some questions?
Sorry, cowboy, but I got no mind to tangle with you hombres.
You're busy then?
Did I say that? I only said I didn't wish to speak with you.
Actually, you said you had no mind to tangle with us hombres.
Note to self, look up yeehaw.
It's quiet. The investigation must be over here.
So this is the evidence room. It really is kind of like a graveyard.
Graveyards are supposed to have grass and trees. This feels more like a morgue.
Nice try, Mr. Right. You can't scare me.
Whoa!
Sorry, I thought you were a ghost.
I wouldn't recommend going around smacking ghosts on the head, pal. So is it true what I heard?
Righto, please, do I look like a selfish man? Heck, if anyone asks me, sir, can I borrow $50? I'll give them $50, no problem. So, you know, go do your thing. Bye.
Yeah, it's true. So, Chief of Police Gant will loan anyone $50, even me?
Oh, so that's what you were talking about.
Actually, I was put in charge of the investigation for today. Just for today?
Boss for a day.
But guess what? You got permission from the chief, so now you're a boss for a day. Gee, thanks. First of all, you'll want to have this.
Evidence room floor plans added to the court record.
Let's just look around. Got this?
There's something sticking out of here.
It looks like a shirt. I guess it must be evidence for some case.
I wonder if Detective Gumshoe put this here. There you go, pal, making me out to be some kind of slob. I'm not responsible for the evidence here. That said, I bet that evidence locker was opened recently.
How do you know?
If you leave things hanging out like that, the evidence gets dirty or ripped. The guard checks on that kind of stuff and notifies the detective responsible. How many times have I had him breathing down my neck about some silly evidence?
Sounds like Detective Gumshoe leaves evidence hanging out a lot too.
I bet he doesn't tuck in his shirt under that trench coat either. If you're gonna talk behind someone's back, don't do it right in front of them, pal.
Sorry, did that right. Wow, someone must have broken something big to make all these pieces.
Detective Gumshoe, perhaps? There you go, pal, making me out to be some kind of hooligan. That was apparently from the case.
I completely missed that handprint. The case?
The SL9 incident, pal. See the sticker on those pieces there? Another piece of SL9 evidence. Let's look at it. I wonder what shape these pieces were in before whatever it was broke.
You want to try to put it back together?
Ah, good luck, pal. That's no job for amateurs. Well, I spent a good 3 hours on that before I had to give up.
That's why I always carry around a tube of glue.
Well, this piece looks like the bottom. Let's try putting the rest in place.
It's a puzzle.
It is.
Look at all the everything.
We got 3 little spikies here. How about this? Does this go?
Yeah, I think so.
Ah. Yes! I'm good at this.
Yeah, that looks right. No, you were on it the first time.
No, I don't think so. Oh, yeah, no, that's definitely it. This one is the one with the little, like, hook down at the bottom. Like a wrench. No.
I feel like we can't see it. Oh no, that's yeah.
This is this one with the hook. We did it! Huh? Well, I think we did it, but some of the pieces are missing.
Well, yeah, I got that far in 2 minutes myself. The problem is finishing it.
Were some pieces stolen?
Bet they were missing to begin with. Still, it doesn't look like the most suitable, stable kind of jar.
I kind of understand how it got broken. So, what about this handprint?
What's this, blood?
Gross! It's a little worn, but there's definitely a handprint here.
Looks like someone tried to wipe it off.
Mr. Wright! Oh, what if there were other bloodstains left in the room?
We should use her testing fluid to check it out.
Yeah. Oh, we have to go back to, back to present? Or, wait.
Court record.
Court record.
Oh, my throat. I've been talking too long.
That must have been one massive pool of blood. Never seen anything like it. I'm not a professional. But what's your opinion, Detective? Pale blue blood. Maybe Detective Goodman was actually an alien?
This proves that something really happened in front of this locker.
I'll make a note of it on the floor plan. Hey, you didn't want my opinion, you shouldn't have asked.
He was actually asking me because I'm really smart and good at these things. I'm very good at blood. Ew. I knew it! This is someone's right handprint.
What? What's the matter, Detective? This locker. It's mine.
It's yours?
Please, you have to help me when they come to take me away. Promise you'll testify that I wouldn't harm a fly. You'll do that for me, won't you, pals? It's an important clue. I'll jot it down on the floor plans. I'm counting on you guys. Believe me, you can't trust the police.
What? But you're a detective! You shouldn't be admitting that. Spray, 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 spray. Spray, spray. Spray, 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 spray.
We could try the other screen.
Spray, spray, spray. Side to the left. Spray, spray, spray.
I feel like there's something left,
Yeah.
but I can't.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
There it is.
Oh, so bright. Oh, why am I getting a reaction here?
There's no reason for the murderer to touch this spot if he fled out the door.
This just might be
Something
something significant.
Hey, that's some pretty amazing stuff you got there, pal.
What, this? It's called luminol testing fluid.
When do you get your hands on that?
Huh?
I'd like to get some too. I'll just borrow $50 from the chief. Where do you get this, Emma?
I always buy it by mail order.
Well, I'd better jot this down on the floor plans.
I think that
Yes.
is.
That should be all of it.
I think.
That's all of it.
Okay. Oh, now I'm starting to get tired.
So, Detective Gumshoe, you're boss for the day?
That's right. It's an honor. After all, the murder took place right here in the police department.
But if you're boss, why are you all alone? Where are your underlings?
They're using yesterday's findings to prepare for tomorrow's trial. In other words, you got kicked out of the investigation. Again.
Oh, gumshoe.
I'm adamant, though. I'm going to take control and put this case to rest. In my own evidence locker, pal. You have a locker in here too, Detective Gumshoe?
Yeah, we just looked at it. There's blood
Of
place
course, I'm
handprint
a
on
detective
it.
after all. They gave me a locker that only I can open, pal.
Only you can open?
This place is more high-tech than you might think. Every locker is fixed so only one detective can open it. Using their ID card? Well, that's the thing, pal. ID cards can be lost. Why, I'm on my third card since entering the force already.
That sounds like a lot.
Yeah, but even I can't lose my own right hand.
Right hand. Oh, you mean your fingerprint?
Exactly, pal. The lock for each locker is coated with a fingerprint. So, the locker we can open is our own, the only one.
Funny, they look like normal lockers.
These are the latest model. There's a trick to the handles, see?
The handles?
On the other side of the handles is a sensor, and if the wrong person touches it,
Zap! You get a shock!
if that's what happened, my hand would be black and smoking every day.
Oh, gumshoe.
In any case, the locks aren't that obvious. There are even some people on the force that don't know about the fingerprint locks.
Only the assigned detective's prints can unlock it. Indicator lamp lights up when it's open.
I'll always believe in Mr. Edgeworth, no matter what happens.
So, Mr. Edgeworth is with the inquiry committee now, right?
They're trying to figure out who's responsible for the mess up in court today. I see. I guess this is what you call fate. Mr. Edgeworth just can't get away from that case. That case? Yeah, that case. The XL9 incident, of course. That was the beginning of the end for Mr. Edgeworth. Maybe we can get him to tell us more about that case.
Present. We got.
Dr. Goodman's note and that switchblade knife. I bet Edgeworth was the most surprised of anyone. Because of the SL9 connection? That was Mr. Edgeworth's first big case, you know, 2 years ago. That was the first time the world knew Edgeworth was a man to be feared.
When did Edgeworth become a prosecutor? That was 5 years ago? Or 4 years ago?
He was 20.
Around, yeah, because he was 20, and he's 24 now, so that would be like 4 years ago.
Why would evidence from that case turn up now? I guess it's not over, pal. Maybe there are some loose ends left on that case. Well, that was a bloody, violent case. Violent? So it was a murder? A serial killing? Serial killing? Maybe I don't want to get involved in this after all. But the killer made a mistake and Mr. Edgeworth built his case around that to nab him.
And this was 2 years ago?
I put Mr. Edgeworth right in the spotlight and started the rumor mill. Rumors about forged evidence? It was supposed to be all cleaned up with the transferal the other day. It was the last job he ever did. Detective Goodman, that is.
Huh? What do you mean?
Detective Goodman was the detective in charge of the SL9 incident, see?
So, that switchblade knife.
Oh, my bleeding.
Are you bleeding?
The victim took the knife out of the evidence locker himself?
Do you want to talk about the... Okay, yeah, it's just SL9 again.
Can we talk to him now? Or, we missed one, right? You skipped one and then you didn't? No, okay.
I went back through it.
Oh, yeah,
Well, we can talk to Marshall.
Oh, yeah.
That smell. Reminds me of Texas.
So, Officer Marshall, you're from Texas?
No, I just saw a special on television the other day. Is this from my baby?
Yeah, Miss Starr.
What's this?
What's wrong?
A filet steak lunch. I see.
I don't see. I wonder what it means. Steak lunch given to Officer Marshall.
Alright, Bambino. You win. Ask me. I'm eating a steak right now.
Finally. It seems like...
Steak eating noises.
He's willing to talk.
Now that's the thing I struggle the most with, is eating noises. I don't know how to start with that. They always sound so fake when you do them.
Officer Marshall, you're in charge of security for the evidence room, right?
You got good eyes, partner. It's an easy job, and I'm grateful for it.
Actually, Officer Meekins at the detention center told us.
That poor little doggy. Poor guy. Keep getting his name wrong and calling him Meekly.
He told us something. He said that when the stabbing occurred, you weren't at your station.
Well, maybe I shouldn't be telling you this. But since I got demoted from detective 2 years ago... Well, it might not look it, but I lost my fire for the job, you know?
So, what were you doing around 5:15 when the murder took place?
Well, I reckon I was galloping down the highway on the back of my steed Zippy.
No, he was riding down the highway on his horse named Zippy.
There's no need for people here anyhow. These newfangled machines do a bang-up job of keeping an eye on the place.
You mean the security camera system?
I don't take to machines much. They're kind of like that stewed broccoli they sneak in next to your steak, you know? I know what maybe 2 of the machines in here do.
Only 2 of them? There must be a dozen.
Like I said, Bambina, me and machines, well, I like them about as much as I like stewed cauliflower with my steaks. The easiest one to understand here are these security cameras.
Those are the ones that Officer Meekins mentioned.
If nothing happens, the tapes are automatically erased every few hours.
And Officer Meekins and Detective Goodman, are they on one of those tapes?
I reckon they might be.
You're the security guard and you reckon?
One more thing. When you go into the evidence room, you need an ID card.
That's the card reader by the door.
The card reader leaves a record of every ID card that passes through.
So this is the ID card record.
Hey, I've seen that somewhere before.
Sorry, Bambina, I can't show you more than that.
Huh?
I haven't heard whether this is related to the case yet.
Mr. Wright, I saw a number on that record just now. I've seen that number before.
Maybe there's some way I can prove that record is tied to the stabbing. I guess we show him the... Oh, well, I guess we can talk about it first.
Miss Starr told us something. She said that you were a detective until 2 years ago.
It was always my dream to be a rawhide wrangler on the scene of a crime. That's all gone now. Like a drinking hole in a prairie fire.
You're still investigating the SL9 incident with Miss Starr, aren't you?
That was my case. It's all solved on the record books, but it smells like a bad game of poker. I can't let it go. That's all there is to it.
What kind of a case was it anyway? We've heard the name so many times, but no one tells us what actually happened.
There's some things you're better off not knowing, Bambina. Anyway, that case is officially dead as of 2 days ago.
2 days ago? The day of our case.
That's right. The evidence transfers.
Edgeworth was talking about the transferals too. Sorry, but could you explain what this whole transferal thing is about?
We keep only evidence from solved cases in this room. They're kept here under the presiding detective's supervision for 2 years. So we can reinvestigate them if it turns out there was a mistake, see?
So what happens to the evidence after 2 years?
It goes to sleep forever in the underground vault of the county sheriff's department. That's what we call transferal. We do it every February.
I see now.
Transferal is like a funeral for old cases. 2 years after a case is solved, it's closed forever. Dead. Never to be reopened again. Never to be reinvestigated.
And that happened to SL9 2 days ago.
Alright. What were we gonna do?
Go look at, see if who else is around. Or maybe go back and talk to Gumshoe.
Maybe it's
Here, one sec, you
where am I
figure it out.
going? I don't know what I'm doing. Underground parking lot. No, Edward's still not here. Okay. I immediately forgot what he told us to do. What am I still doing here? I just keep... I'm lost. Help. Okay, well, what did we talk to him about? I'm just gonna look at the topics of discussion. Talking about the security system. Transferal. Oh, yeah, we were gonna, show him that there's a connection between the... Yeah, the ID card number. Woman's ID. I don't know if Mario wants me to wait for her. Do you want me to wait for you? I'll be back soon. Okay. Alright. We were gonna present the ID
Oh,
card
got
to
it.
him.
See this? This is the victim's ID card.
Oh, the one was on the ground in the parking lot?
The number on this is 5842189.
Officer Marshall, show us that ID card record again.
5:14 p.m.
Look, the fourth number. It's a perfect match. That was
After Edgeworth's car entered the parking lot.
Huh.
And his body had to have been in Edgeworth's car.
Ha.
What's more, there's only one of them cards in the world.
So when the incident occurred, Detective Goodman was in the evidence room.
Wait, what did Officer Meekins say? Sir, I entered the evidence room and asked the man to display his ID card. So you asked Detective Goodman to show his ID card. What did he do? There's a thing, suddenly he pointed a knife at me! If he had his ID card then, why would he have pointed a knife at Officer Meekins?
Alright, compadre. You win. I guess I can give you this ID card record. Okay.
I've got an idea. Maybe I should show this list to other people with IDs here.
Okay. We could show it to Gumshoe. Gumshoe has an ID. Present. ID card record.
Can you take a look at this? This is the ID card record of the people who came in here the day of the stabbing. Ah, I heard the rumors. So it was Goodwin who came in here at the time of the murder. Whoa!
What is it?
That second number. It's not your ID number, is it, Detective Gumshoe? Mr. Edgeworth!
What?
The second number on this list belongs to Mr. Edgeworth.
What? What?
Why would Edgeworth have come to the evidence room?
The ID number 8730579, that's Edgeworth? 8730579, 4:40 p.m., Miles Edgeworth. Alright, so we should go talk to Eggy Boy.
Not a bad idea.
Eggy. That's his new name. She don't have an ID card, she got fired. He's still not here.
Well, maybe we should show it to Meekins then.
Yeah, Meekins is still, he's got a...
Detention center.
Sorry, I'm a little... What?
Officer Meekins, could you take a look at this? I'm sorry, sir, really sorry, but I have no idea what that is. Maybe you should ask Mr. Edgeworth, sir. Okay.
He's passing the buck, Mr. Right.
Takes a special kind of person to pass the buck to Edgeworth.
So we should... Gant has an ID number, but he's not here anymore.
Oh,
here. Guard station. We didn't ever present it to him after we got it. The sheriffs back in the Wild West didn't place much faith in evidence. About the only thing they trusted was their shooting hand.
This is neither wild nor west here.
But that and this are two different things entirely.
I guess so? I'm lost.
looks like we need some evidence to get anywhere with this guy.
But I just shouldn't have been.
Okay, let's go back into the evidence room. And maybe Gumshoe wants something like that vase.
You want? Oh yeah, we never showed him the jar.
Let me just say one thing, speaking as a detective. If I see a piece of evidence I know nothing about, I say nothing. Nothing! That's fine. You bet it's fine, pal. We showed him that.
I'm gonna show it to him again just in case.
Nope.
Maybe it glitched out.
Nope.
I don't trust this case because I know it's glitched out before and soft locked me. When I was playing this case with Mom, we got soft locked somehow. It just glitched out. Oops. 2, 6, 3 at 1.
I have an ID number too. Do you like me?
Not 7 digits.
Fuck. Oh. That's a lot.
Bonk your head
Jesus
on
Christ.
it? Holy shit.
Wow, we got a reaction.
There's clearly blood around the
So
spines
much
here.
blood.
Just the whole top of it. The room's pretty messy. Someone must have tripped. Oh,
Oh
god.
no.
Planted their head right in these spines.
I think that might be more painful than being murdered.
I wouldn't say that, Emma. I think that's probably very not true.
Although honestly, I mean, this is a very different kind of cactus than the ones I've felt. So I'm sure it's more painful. The cacti I've felt are very small and the spines aren't that painful. But I'm sure that would, I mean, I don't see many spines just like from the picture, but yeah, I'm sure they're there and it hurt. Arg. What about you? You don't have an ID number, but look at it.
Okay, so take a look at who has 4 talk options. Also, wait, maybe we can talk to Gumshoe now that we showed him that thing.
Oh my god, maybe, yeah. Oh my god, I'm freaking out! Guard station. Gumshoe. Do we have another talk option? No.
No. What? How many talk options does Marshall have?
Well, actually, I'm gonna...
What would drive you to do such a thing? What I don't mean. Okay, yeah, we had this conversation already.
Yesterday. We go back to Marshall?
Yeah, and look at what does he have? Okay. Huh.
God damn it! This
Yeah,
case,
everyone
this
is
case has
full.
this fucking problem. There's so many characters and so many locations, and there's a lot of like, oh, you have to present this evidence to them to get them to talk.
So what about Meekins? Is Meekin full?
I think he is. Oh wait.
Well, let's go back to the police department. Colonel Affairs. Just see who's there, if anyone.
Your police house.
Okay.
Look
well,
up Hilda D20.
No, it's not this.
It's not the
Maybe we need to
badge.
keep examining in the evidence room.
Okay, yeah. There's so many options of places to go.
Yeah, we haven't looked at that open locker.
Oh, yeah. Look, this one's open, and the red indicator light above the door is lit.
That locker is coated with Detective Goodman's fingerprint. Detective Goodman's locker?
Are you sure it's okay to leave it open like that?
Well, it'd be hard to get it open again if we closed it. It's empty. They must have taken the contents elsewhere. Do we have to look at that glove? Yeah.
Oh my god, I completely missed the glove.
Someone left a glove here, but only one.
SL911.
Detective Gumshoe, maybe?
There you go, pal.
Making me out to be some kind of absent-minded detective. That's evidence from the case, you know.
SL9 doesn't have a tag on it. Oh, crap.
Okay. Hey, pal,
Look at the time! It's 7:23 p.m.
Go up? This is the Mr. Ashman's inquiry committee should be letting out.
Okay.
I'm gonna give them my report for the day. Look at this. It might help, you know?
Evidence.
Report? You mean the note written on the back of the flyer?
The one that says nothing but no problems?
Wait,
Hey, it's Mr. Edward we're talking about. I'm sure he could use a report like this. I believe in him. Who needs enemies when you've got friends like Detective Gumshoe? I'm off, pal. Later. I should probably see what Edgeworth has to say, too.
Okay. Now we can talk to Edra. Oh my god. This case is exhausting. I did not mean to examine that. underground parking lot, and that's how we get to the High Prosecutor's office. February 23rd.
High Prosecutor's Office, room 1202.
It's the Ah, yes. My apologies.
Oh, it's you.
Have we met somewhere?
Uh-huh.
Mr. Edgeworth, I beg your leave. So long.
Is Edgeworth here?
They're standing by the window, a teacup in his hand.
Right.
He has the hotel bring him tea service?
Mr. Edgeworth, you're back from the district prosecutor's office inquiry?
I am.
By the way, Detective Gumshoe was looking for you.
Ah, yes. He brought me the latest information, it seems.
Really? Was it helpful?
Apparently, a new French restaurant is opening near here. I think he was trying to console me somehow.
The real info is on the other side, Edgeworth.
Poor Mr. Edgeworth. I think this whole thing is really taking a toll on him.
How'd it go?
How'd the inquiry committee go?
Actually, they decided to treat this not as a case of concealing
Well,
evidence,
that's good, because it's not.
but as a communications error during the investigation.
Concealing evidence?
Yes, apparently there are some who believe that I concealed evidence.
What evidence?
They gave me a warning. You were lucky this time. Again.
Again?
I've heard them say that so many times. Ever since that case 2 years ago.
Are you okay for the trial tomorrow?
Well, I'm still the presiding prosecuting attorney. However,
Something happened?
they gave control of the investigation over to the police department.
The police department?
Yes, any further investigation for this case will be directed by the chief of police, Gant. I can do nothing but wait for his results.
I see.
Why, I ask you? Why? All along, I've done only what I believe is right. I have nothing to be ashamed of. But still...
Well, I've never seen him this out of sorts.
You got an ID number. And it's on this list.
I'd better check this now.
As I was saying, Huh. What's this? A record of ID card usage.
Edgeworth, you went into the evidence room that day, didn't you? Just before the incident occurred, no less.
Yes, that's true.
Why, Mr. Edgeworth?
Please don't look at me like that. I was asked to go. By Chief Gant, no less.
The chief of police?
He wanted evidence for a case that wrapped up half a year ago. I love how Edward's face looks different from every angle. He told me he wanted me to keep it here in the prosecutor's office.
But it was solved, right? It would have to be if the evidence was already filed.
The chief is never one to explain himself. In any case, on the day of the stabbings, I brought this back here.
Can I ask what kind of case it was?
I can't say. It really has nothing to do with the current case.
No, I'm curious about this other case. I'd better make a note of it.
Unrelated evidence. Screwdriver added to the court record. Stubborn as always. I told you this has nothing to do with the current case. Can we talk? No.
We've got tons of stuff to show
We have the screwdriver. How many? We have 3 evidence folders now? Okay.
We could, I don't know.
We show out.
That missing item report, maybe?
Right, please. I'm the prosecutor on this case. You don't expect me to sit here and discuss the case with you over a cup of tea?
I'll pass on the tea. Just tell me about the case.
Mr. Wright, Mr. Edgeworth just told you no in a very polite manner.
What slider you want, anyway?
Edgeworth.
Maybe if I just show him my best evidence, I can get some reaction out of him. Okay.
What's my best evidence? Rubber glove. Evidence locker. Unstable jar.
We could show that jar.
He doesn't care about the jar. You care about the jar? No, he doesn't fucking care about the jar. You stupid idiot.
Let's
I know Edgeworth better. He doesn't care about the jar.
leave alive, and then...
We could talk about other than that. No.
No.
Wait,
And some dark suspicion you were wrapped up in?
You are the man who revived the worst memory of my life. I figured I'd be telling you about this sooner or later.
You must be talking about his father's murder in that elevator.
Yeah!
Okay, Edward, why don't you tell me about it? Tell me the truth.
Okay. The SL9 incident was a heinous serial killing case. The head of the investigation was the deputy chief of police at the time, Damon Gant.
That wacky old coot was involved in the case 2 years ago, then?
He was a top officer, and it was my first time working with him. I was nervous.
Wow, you get nervous too, Mr. Edgeworth?
What I want to know is why I was a deputy chief of police in the investigation.
In truth, I used slightly more extreme methods than normal. We were dealing with a vicious murderer. If I let him go, the blood would be on my hands. We won our guilty verdict, and the killer was executed.
Wait, you didn't...
Of course not! I didn't touch the evidence. Yes, I will do anything in my power to win a trial. However, I do have a code, and I follow it faithfully. By the way, Emma, the chief prosecutor wanted to know something.
My sister? What?
If you were still studying forensic science.
Yes, of course! Why, just today Mr. Wright and I were using this.
Luminol testing fluid. Oh god, we got even more. Oh, I know what's next, and stop this is so... Well then, you might have use for this.
Aluminum powder for taking fingerprints.
It's been chemically treated for better adhesion.
For me? Are you sure? We are the enemy, you know.
Well, I can't wait until the end of Dual Destinies.
I've no say in today's investigation. Do as you will.
Edgeworth, I'm really...
No need to thank me. Here, take your powder and these fingerprint files for everyone involved.
Oh god, thanks for giving these to Detective Gumshoe as well, and maybe instead he can do it and I can go
Fuck
home.
Detective Gumshoe.
Well, let's get going. One last investigation.
One last.
I just seem to remember seeing a suspicious handprint somewhere. Okay,
So we just
let's
gotta
do
go
that.
look at that, and
Yep.
then it'll be done. It'll all be done. No, it's definitely... We know this. They wouldn't drag it out any longer than they already have.
Baby's trying to burrow,
Oh, you trying to burrow?
making his little nest.
Oh, you cutie. February 23rd, evidence room, sector 3.
Investigation turned as suspicious handprint.
Handprint.
Here, in this blood in the detective's identity locker. Let's use the secret opening we just borrowed.
Yes.
Okay,
Right, let's get started. First, choose a finger.
a finger.
Each finger leaves behind a slightly different imprint. So let's choose the finger that will have left behind the clearest print.
I really can't tell the difference at a glance.
Quite choose that finger.
Okay, let's do the thumb.
We're already so tired. Okay, now it's time to check for prints. Let me show you how it's done.
Emma's starting to get that sparkle in her eyes.
First, we sprinkle the aluminum powder around.
Huh? How do you do that?
With enter. See?
I think enter is just the mouse click.
Okay. Looks like that did the trick.
The aluminum powder adheres completely to the print. Once the powder is well spread, just blow away the excess.
Huh? How do I do that?
With E. Exciting, I know.
Alright, I'll blow away the excess.
Imagine you're blowing out the candles on a birthday cake. See?
Wow, that looks like fun. It might take some getting used to, though.
It's fine. It won't go up your nose or anything, unless you want it to. Then you... But you wouldn't do that, because it's fucking aluminum powder and not a drugs. You just pour the powder on thick and blow away the extra. Those are the basics of fingerprinting, Mr. Wright.
I guess I'd better give it a try.
Aha! You did it! You found one!
We did it, but this looks nothing like a fingerprint.
Now that you mention it, I guess it doesn't.
What does it mean?
I think it means we're out of luck.
Out of luck.
The person who left this handprint must have worn gloves.
Don't tell me we've been wasting our time here.
Hey, calm down. That's just the way it goes sometimes with scientific investigations. But it does seem a shame. While we're at it, why don't we look for other prints?
Other prints?
Lana was wearing gloves at the time, we know this.
Looking at the locker door again closely.
Oh.
It seems like there are fingerprints outside the bloody handprint as well. Let's see if we can find a clear print.
Okay, fingerprints outside the blood.
Yeah, there's one right there.
Yes. Yay! A print so clear it's dazzling!
Dazzling.
Anyway, this print took a lot of effort to find.
Did it?
Let's smash it up right away.
It's kind of weird we have everyone's fingerprint.
So we're not done yet? This is quite a process.
Well, there's no point in finding a fingerprint and not knowing who the owner is, right?
I guess she's right.
Look at the fingerprint data we got from Mr. Edgeworth, and point out the person you think left these prints.
Okay. Huh? How am I supposed to know who it was?
This is Gumshoe's locker.
I could make a pretty good guess. The bloody handprint and the fingerprints are in different places, right? That means that the prints probably don't have anything to do with our case. So whose fingerprints would we most likely find on this evidence locker? Where is Detective Counsel?
It's yes.
Comparison complete. Next found.
Oh, hooray.
Aha! So these prints belong to Detective Gumshoe. Something wrong, Mr. Wright? You gave me this so what look.
I guess that's probably because I was thinking, so what?
Okay, so we came up with nothing this time, but there's always next time. Sometimes you hit, sometimes you miss. You gotta roll with the punches, Mr. Wright.
Thanks for the sympathy. Wait, if I remember correctly, there was one other handprint in this room. Let's check it out. Okay, let's go.
Alright, slide, slide, slide. Here?
Yes. This is where we found the luminol, right?
Right! There was a handprint here. Okay, wanna try using this?
Yes. There goes
Check for
her
prints.
eyes again. Check for prints.
That's the spirit. Oh, but I have to warn you about something first.
What?
The area with the blood was wiped away, right?
We only ended up finding it using chemical means.
Any prints in that area will have been wiped away too.
Oh, right. So that means no prints?
Would you say the probability of your hypothesis is high?
No, don't ask me.
Anyway, we must try to find prints that weren't wiped away.
Prints other than the ones left by the bloody hand. I gave it my best shot,
That kind of result won't be any good for matching prints, will it?
but it doesn't look like we'll get a clearer result from this print.
Okay, let's try a different finger.
Okay, that's like the pinky. Go... Yeah.
There. Okay.
Go up.
We've got bingo, Mr. Wright.
Okay. Who is it? That looks pretty similar.
What's that?
Hey, these fingerprints,
Whose are they? Whose? Is it someone I know?
it's Officer Marshall.
Huh? Officer Jake Marshall. That's gotta be a coincidence. He's not involved in the crime.
Emma, this is decidedly different from Detective Gumshoe's prints. The luminol reaction. The blood and the fingerprints are in the same place.
Oh!
So we have Jake Marshall's fingerprints on a wiped blood stain.
But why would Officer Marshall...
It looks like our investigation is finally turning up some results. I guess this is what you'd call decisive evidence.
I don't believe it. To be continued!
Oh god. Oh god. I can't express how happy I am.
Day 3! We made it! February 24th! Oh my god!
This, oh, fuck.
We made it! So we'll see you tomorrow!
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I don't think I'm getting the other thing I wanted to get done today.
Oh, I guess not, yeah.
So...
That took fucking...
I got very close to getting something done by deadline.
That took 4
I feel like I'm
hours.
getting better at getting
That took
closer to getting things done by deadline.
Over 4.5 hours. Including breaks. But yeah.
We're here. Alrighty. We will see you tomorrow, unless you're not here tomorrow. No one's here right now, but maybe whoever's watching this will see you tomorrow. Who knows?
But...
We're going to leave now. So, have a good evening. Have a good time. Kisses. We're gonna go drink water and eat food.
Yes.
And just like chill. But yeah. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Turn the camera and then the microphone.